Good evening. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm waiting for my iPad to get caught up here. There we go. I got it up. This is Card Creating with Jean. My name is Jean Ducro, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Let me get that first word in there. And I live in McFarland, Wisconsin. And this is Technique Tuesday, Tips Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. It's Tuesday. And we are going to put together the newest paper pumpkin kit. And I was very excited to get it on Sunday afternoon. It was dropped off on my front porch. And I was anxious to dig into it, but I decided to wait until we got together on Tuesday night. I did open the kit, and I did pull out the two different samples, or the two different projects in the kit, so that we can put that together. And you can see what this kit looks like. It has different options as far as what you could use it for. If you don't want, there are little boxes, and then you decorate the boxes. If you don't want to use the boxes, you certainly could put it together as a greeting card, which I have seen done quite nicely. So I think I'm ready to actually flip the camera down, and we're going to get started, and we can chat more at the other end. So I'm going to move the view to up above and bring us down. I always have to move my light. There. Oh. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't flip off. Okay. So this is this month's paper pumpkin, and I can show you what's in the kit. You get the directions, of course. It has 4 different, so there's 2 projects, 4 of each. So you get 8 boxes. And these are the boxes, and they are you put them together so that you do not need to use any glue to put them together. I love those kind of boxes. Those are nice. And as you can see, it's got a coating on the inside, so you can put food type items in there. If you have like a cookie or something that you wanted to put in there, you could. You wouldn't have to worry about any of the oil from the cookie soaking through the box to the outside. So we have some beautiful die cuts that come with this. The wreath and some little sprigs of holly and some berries here. So you get a bunch of those. You get the tags, red and green, and then they're the opposite on the other side. So the one that has the red stripes on the one side has the green on the back. And then, oh, I didn't take these off. These are some more parts of the tag. I'm going to take this out because I'm going to need to use one of those, I believe. Oh no, I did take it out. Oh, I took this apart last night. And then our stamp set. And I love that they have the folders for the stamp sets now. So I have a little box that I store them in, so they're handy for me in case I am looking for a stamp that I can't find in maybe one of the regular stamp sets. I will always go to my paper pumpkin kits and see what's available in there. So you've got a partial wreath here, sending a little Christmas cheer from our home to yours, a gift for you. And I'm guessing that this may line up just right with this in here. To and from, with love, happy holidays, and Merry Christmas. You could also set this, if you stamp it on the side, put your Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays coming through this direction on a tag. It would look really nice as well. or sending a little Christmas cheer as well. All right, so I've already pulled out the stamps that we're going to need to use tonight. Wanted to make it easy peasy for us. So I'm going to close this up. The set comes with the Mossy Meadow ink spot, and you get some of the linen thread for the project. You get these cute little embellishments that look like little cherries, and they're a matte finish. And then of course you get your glue dots and your dimensionals. So it's an all-inclusive kit. And if you're ordering Paper Pumpkin for the first time, they also send you a block just with the first kit. So you could get a standard block that would go with each kit that you're going to have from then on, which is very nice. So I don't get one anymore because I've got a subscription, obviously. Well, hi Rhonda. Welcome, and thank you very much for sharing. So I'm ready to get started here. We'll start with our project number 1. I will flip this back so you can kind of look at it with me. We are going to use the wreath, and I've got that on a block. The gift for you with love on the block underneath, and I have that right here. So we're set to go there. And it looks like we're going to stamp that. This is all the little goodies that go with this set. Well, let's put the box together first before we get started on all the miscellaneous stuff. So see how easy this is. I have not put any of these together, so you are witnessing this for the first time with me. And you'll see whether or not this is would have been a kit for you. So I just got a letter or note, email, that the the truck kit, hang on a second. Road to Christmas is available. I went ahead and ordered 8 kits. So those of you that want a kit, we can figure it out. So that just goes into that little notch. There's a little notch here at the bottom. Boy, that is easy peasy. Whoop. I'll show you. Forget to put one of the tabs in. All right. And this looks like it's just going to they are scored so nicely. So they just go together like so. I'm going to just, I probably should have used my bone folder. I got excited, what can I say? There, whoops, that looks better. Okay, I like that now. All right, we got the box together. Now we're going to take our tag, and it's kind of basic beige, it looks like, on the one side, and then colored on the back side. So we're going to use, and I think I'm going to use my large ink. I love these for traveling. They are awesome. Or if I'm having a class and I need this larger color for another set, I will go ahead and use the ink spots because, hey, that's what they're there for, right? Okay. All right. Let's bring this down just a smidge so I can get this lined up. Well, that was easy. And I sat last night and went through all of the stamps and rubbed them really good so that I knew that there wasn't any film on there that would create a problem with the stamped image. Okay, then on this side, it shows, bring this down just a wee bit, that we are going to stamp this on the dark side with this area that doesn't have any greenery kind of in the 4 to 6 o'clock positions here on the tag. So let's do that. Oh, they were up a little higher. Okay. Oh, I like the way that one's stamped. I was talking to a friend of mine at the class I was holding this afternoon, and I said there's nothing better than a crisp stamped image. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to take, there's 2 different wreath die cuts. And guess what? I don't know which side is up and which is down. Let's just take a look at this one. I kind of think I like that lighter side, but I think they're both dark on the, well, we're going to go rogue, I think. So this, oh, wait a minute. This is the side we use on here. I sit corrected. And, okay, well, let's put the dimensionals on our wreath. As soon as I shoot them all over the place. Boy, that's a tight one. And again, these are definitely a little bit thicker than the ones that we buy. Like by a 1/16 of an inch. Okay. And then we take the dark one, and we're putting 2 of the little adhesive dots on there. Does it say where? Yes. One is here. And one is kind of across from it. Come on. Okay. I got my take your pick tool we'll be using. And then we have our bow. And the paper has a bit of a, I don't know, kind of a texture to it. It's not smooth. Kind of, I don't know what they call that finish. It feels like it's been beaten with some stones, I guess. I don't know. All right, and then we put 1 in the center. Oh, we forgot to stamp our Merry Christmas. There was one more thing. Come here. On this tag, Merry Christmas, where are you? Here you are. Yep. I hope you've had a good day, Rhonda. I have myself. Oh, this fits nicely. It was a busy afternoon with my class here, and they didn't get out of here until 20 after 5, and I ran upstairs and I threw some soup down my throat to my stomach and ran back down here again. All right, so we need 2 dimensionals, 1 on each end. I don't want you to forget that if you are interested in Paper Pumpkin, there is a sale starting on the 1st of December through the 9th. And you can get a 3, 6, or a 12-month subscription. The 3-month is a $20 off, and the 6 was, I think, 80, and the 12-month, I think, maybe 160. It was quite a bit. Okay, so let's pay attention to what we're doing here now. It's like I can't talk and chew gum at the same time. At least lately. Okay, so we want to put this on here. Oh, I like that. All right. I'm just looking at this here. It's going to go on to the green on top here. Oh, yeah, I see. So it puts like a shadow inside. All right, let's get this. It'll go this direction like so with the dimensionals, or maybe down below. And then this is going to go across. Oop, except it's the wrong direction. All right, I'm going to put this on. And we'll take, oh, I got it on the wrong spot. Well, let's see if it will still, yes, it'll still be on. Okay. And then we have our striped tag that's going to mount onto. And we have our bow. I could see coloring these bows a little bit. But we're going to follow. Okay, the bow is going to go on last from all appearances. Well, we're going to take our, oh, we need to put some dimensionals on the back here to help it stick on the box, I imagine. Oh. Okay. This is going to get tied together with our string. But I could almost double. I want to see what happens if I double it. It's just a 12-inch piece of the thread. Oops, let's get this even, Steven, though. There we go. Well, it's a try, but I think because of the length of it, I'm going to have to do it a single. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Hopefully, gosh, I should be up here further. I didn't realize I was kind of off camera there. Don't have this very even. Sorry. You know, sometimes things go easy, sometimes they don't. I think this is one of those times that they don't. I should have had it laying the other direction. Let's see. Come on. You can turn. Got a surprise call from my grandson today. He must have been on his way home from the base. It was awesome to talk to him for a brief little bit of time. Okay, this looks like it just goes right kind of next to it, like so. Let's get our box over here and put that on here, I guess, like so. I was so glad that he was able to come home in October for a week on leave after being deployed overseas for several months. It was good to see him. Now we have 3 of these little cherry guys to put on. Good grief, where is everybody tonight, Rhonda? They all are busy. Okay, so now I don't like the way that is right over the words. There, that's better. Might make the bow a little crooked, but I didn't like that it was covering up the words. Okay, so we have 1 that should go up there and 2 at the bottom. Okay, well, let's start with the 2 at the bottom. 1 there. Yeah, right there. And we're going to put 1 on this side, since our long tail of our bow is hanging down there. And there we go. There's our first box. I like it. Okay, second box. Okay. This one. Oh, man, this chair is uncomfortable tonight. Oh, I got an extra box here that I didn't need. Here's all of our little parts and pieces. Let's put our box together first. Okay, this time I'm going to do this the right way. I like the color of these boxes. This gingham print with the, looks like white and some crumb cake on it. Okay, now let's put this together. Oh, missed one. Tell that wasn't going right to begin with. There we go. Little stinker. If you wanted to have this to be a little bit more stable, you could put one of these little glue dots on the tabs to hold it together. But if I'm going to mail one of these out for a drawing, then I think that I shouldn't put a glue dot on there to hold it together. But I don't know if it even tells you to do that. Maybe we should investigate. And I am going to try and move this camera back a little bit further so that I'm not off camera so much. That should be better. Every time I look up, it looked like I was off camera. And I do apologize. Okay. Well, here's our string, 12 inches again. Our bow. And our greens. Okay. And our tag this time is the green one with the red on the back. And this green striped back ribbon. Okay. So we are going to put our dimensional on the center of the bow again. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. We're going to take these, put glue dots on, glue dots on all of these, okay. Come here. I love the silicone mat, but man, sometimes it's really hard to pick things up. I'm going to use this and see if that helps me at all. Oh, yes, much better. Whoop. Except when it sticks to it. There. Okay, that's it on that one. And then on this one, down here, up here, here, whoop, come on, let go, I might take your pick tool, and over here. Alright, we got those done. I'm just going to put them aside because we do need to do our stamping, which I did not do. Sending a little Christmas cheer. Ooh, I like that. Where are you here? And then from our home to yours, it's going to go on here. Take that off. Oh, I just smooshed ink all over the place there. Let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. Let's see if I can get all that ink off. That's where using the ink spot would probably been a good idea. Okay, so this is the only sentiment that is on this one. Isn't that funny? Then you flip it over to get your sentiment off the back. That's interesting. Okay. We are going to take our greens and put them together. Does this have to have something on the back of it? No, it doesn't. There. This has 3 on the back, like the other one. All right. Flip this over. Take this. All right. It looks like, let me turn these over. This white one goes on first, which is really pretty. Now, Come on. There we go. Okay. And then these go on top. Okay. Put the two together with our string. That was better than the first one. All right. There we go. Get our box. Which way is the right direction to put them on? Now let's look at this box. Yeah, they do not show putting any of the glue on. Okay, so we're doing it right. Make them, put them together, and then look at the instructions. That's my speed. Come on, let's get straight. There we go. And our little berries. Boy. Okay. One here, and I think there's one there. Whoa! That is hard to see against that. Yeah, put it down a little bit. Against the white, I like it. It shows up better. And there you have it. Get the other one out. Anybody comes on now, they are going to miss the boat, aren't they? Okay. I'm going to put these back in here so I do not lose them. At least I'm going to try not to. Ah, nice. There we go. That little adhesive strip always wants to get me hung up. Okay. So we need to do a drawing tonight. And one of our snowflake cards that we made on Sunday evening, just as a refresher. Let me get my things put away here. Okay. We've got our Joy card. Oops. And our Merry Christmas card. Like so. Let's see who's going to win tonight. You feel lucky, Rhonda? Well, it's Carrie Schwanke, number 6. guess I will have to send her a message. Where'd my pen go? Well, I guess we can circle it with a pencil. And let her know that she won. I think it's been a while since she's won. So congratulations, Carrie. I'll have to take a picture of these, send to her, and let her choose. So I'm going to flip the camera back to me again so I can talk to you just for a little bit. Oh, I best flip the camera too. Let's see if we're in a good spot. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, so I wanted to let you know a couple of things before I sign off. I still have openings for my December 13th brunch bingo boxes and bags, or bags and boxes, whichever you want to call it. It's at 10 o'clock here at my home. If you're interested, let me know. The cost will be $50, and you have I have over $100 in prizes that I'm planning on using, plus a drawing that we're going to have too. So I think it should be fun. I plan on making quiche. And, well, hi, you guys. You're getting on late. Pam, good to see you. I'm going to make quiche, and so if somebody else wants to bring a dish to pass to go along with it, hi, Shar, that would be awesome. I will, you'll get another chance for the drawing that day as well. And if you wear an ugly sweater, we'll have an ugly sweater day. You can get another chance for the drawing. So that is what I've got coming up for that. I was notified just recently that Stampin' Up! Is going to do a Black Friday, the first time they've ever done a Black Friday. So from November 25th to December 1st, there's going to be 40% off, up to 40% off select items. On the 25th, if you go to the online exclusives, I think that's where they said that you're going to see what is on special at that time. I would imagine, since December would be when they would normally let you know what's going to be discontinued and not renewed into the next year, that it'll be a lot of those items that they may still have in stock that they would want to run the sale on. That's just my guess. Could be totally wrong. I don't know. So anyway, mark your calendars for the 25th to check in to see what's on sale, and maybe you can get some good bargains. I'm hoping that I will. And again, like I said, I ordered 8 of those kits today, hoping that I would at least have 3 left over for myself, and it looks like I might have 4. So if anybody wants to get that, the road to the one that's got the trucks on it, that hasn't told me previously, let me know, because I would have one or two that I could probably sell you. So let me see what else was there. Don't forget that from December 1st through the 9th, they're having a Paper Pumpkin sale. So for a 3-month subscription, it's like $20 off. The 6-month is $40, and I think the 12-month is $80, or I don't know. It's like doubles. I put a post out on it on Facebook, so you can just take a look for that. And so that is what I have tonight. Nothing. Oh, I could probably share what's going on in my life. Char knows, but you guys don't. We discovered, I think, it'll be a week this coming Thursday, that we've got raccoons in what would be our attic. We don't have a walkout attic or a place that we store stuff upstairs, but, you know, it's between the ceiling and the roof line. We've got raccoons in there. They tore a big piece of siding off the side of the house, and they've gotten in. And so we're trying to trap them to get them out so that we can seal up the hole so something else doesn't get in there, and then figure out what we're going to do. Because I imagine they'll have to have somebody come in to do some cleanup work up there, and who knows what else. But oh, it's been fun having them dancing around up there at night and making all kinds of noise and not getting any sleep. And it's like, ugh, God, yeah, oh no is right, Rhonda. Oh, jeez. I never thought. When my husband and I first had gotten married, we were only married about a month. And our bedroom was in the lower level of our house because we had 4 kids at home yet in a 3-bedroom duplex. And so we wanted to make sure that each kid had their own space, their own bedroom. We didn't want anybody sharing because they were all high school age and above. So one was down in the family room, which is now my craft studio, and the other 3 had their own bedrooms upstairs. Well, our bedroom was downstairs. My husband had built it, and in the middle of the night, I woke up to the scratching on the window, and I thought, what is that? And I woke my husband Rick up, and I said, there's something scratching on the window. I'm so afraid it's going to break through the glass and come in. And I said, is it a kitty or a cat, you know? And he got up on a chair, and he looked through the window, because it was, you know, basement window, and he goes, well, it's a black and white striped kitty. And so he says, I said, well, that's caught in the window well. How's it going to get out? Oh my gosh, you know. So he went out there with a piece of wood and another piece of wood, and he slid the wood up to the edge of the window well, and then it was teetering, and then it finally went down in, and then as soon as it went down, he hightailed it back to the house. And of course, when that wood went down into the window well, the skunk sprayed. And I am telling you, we had the air conditioner was right outside there by where this window was, and it kicked on, and it just sucked it all into the house. It was terrible. The kids went to school the next day. They had no idea that a skunk had sprayed the house, and they got to school early, and they're sitting in the hallway. Kids are walking down the hallway saying, who smells like skunk? They came home, and I've never been so embarrassed in my whole life. It was so funny. My husband went to work. He put his hands in his pockets, and he pulled them out, and it smelled like skunk. I mean, I had to wash everything in the house, everything, and we tried everything to get rid of that smell in the window well. It took months to get rid of it. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. But I'm telling you, we've been through it all. So I guess a couple of raccoons, par for the course. So anyway, so that's my kind of funny story. I hope we can get rid of them soon so that we can get some sleep at night. So anyway, I will see you all on Sunday night, and we'll go back to making some fun Christmas cards or some fun Christmas project, and I look forward to being with you again. Thank you so much for tuning in, and those of you that tuned in late, you'll have to watch the replay because it goes really fast. I just put 2 of those projects together, and yes, they did get the possum out. Yeah, we caught 1 possum last night. I turned on the light out in the yard. We had called ProPest, and they had brought 2 big live traps over, and they put some real stinky cat food in, and I turned the light on in the backyard, and a possum was out there going, and I thought, oh no, don't tell me we're going to get that possum in there. Yep. Got up this morning, and there it was in there. But yeah, it's out. They must have come and traded out the live traps. So I hope we have better luck tonight. You know, it was pouring rain last night, so maybe that was a problem. I'm hoping that we catch at least one of them tonight, because I know it's more than one, because you can hear them chattering and talking upstairs in the attic, and it's like, oh Lord, I love a duck. So anyway, have a good rest of your week, and I stay tuned for more of this saga. And I'll see you on Sunday night at 6:30. Good night.